hey. Moye leaders are more ma development about region.
Papa.
A crime bench. And then one year.
A quantido. Now, me share. Reason maybe a question was on the I believe last 2 weeks Saturday and senior colleague in Parliament.
Friday, it's no week no by.
Oh, Friday, yeah, okay. Honorable Hon Egyapa about Western Region or granting interview or several radio stations, and he made some comments or suggested the leaders of Western Region no said the Sebiwa it's unfortunate and from where I sit clearly this statement was premised on the fact that all the MPs of Western Region are being supported. Well, let's see from where I sit.
Okay.
And see if because of that Okadama I don't think it's being fair because Methodist I take example be the our best Western Oshe Eponodo now deep blue sea are there or the boats and all that on and then you are tempted to ask the Honorable Hon Egyapa was a MP or Central Region. Central Region is deep blue sea be ho. And the Abandana was I MP for 20 years. And so Abandana deep blue sea or Central Region both in Sisido. And I don't think that that's how we have to have the conversation. And so Masran showdown wanting to come down.
Really?
Oh yes, we still have a party post November 4th.
Sure.
That we all have to work to ensure that our party is attractive to the Ghanaian after November 4th.
Right.
Because Ghana for Jezi power MPP. Yes, CCIN economic issues no wako echiwo kakra. And the greater majority of Ghanaians win him. The aban obono mazen to resolve an economic issue largely driven by global events that were not within the control of government. Yes, we had underlying conditions. And a pandemic bubuma abandon reaction with the ultimate view of saving the Ghanaian life led to huge costs. Wamayen finances wako. But these are matters that can be resolved. And we are working to resolve them. And see if say Nzama Obamayan party non care attractive, then the hope and faith of Ghana for MPP is what we are putting in jeopardy. It must run. I'm constrained. I have a personal relationship with him.
I see.
Very, very personal. Precisely.
Okay.
Mankotun. Mankotun wa adisada. But my brothers in Painful be one mate, a crowd mate. Now, my brothers in Painful be Bruno or a disco. And Moko Parliament, meaning I serve on a committee. I am a chairman, I'm a vice. And see, very recently, no audio be played. The YouTube, no party be. I was there dancing by him. I'm a paddy pa.
I'm about to be so Ghana gas here, baby.
Yes,
no grant interview.
Yes, no ventilation. Yes, well, Ghana child, he's the board chairman of Ghana Gas, and I happen to be deputy minister. And he won GPP2 project implementation lunch. I was there, and see, I know him. I have a very personal relation. I have an extreme respect for him. I don't support him, not because I have anything against him, but I think that as a party, not on any compulsion from anybody. So me saying there, support candidate A and a candidate
B.
B.
Candidates now supporting.
I'm supporting His Excellency the Vice President. I'm not afraid to say.
That I know.
Yes, so you know.
Candidates now supporting. Honorable Ken say, candidates no. On to me breaking 80 no.
Well, that's his view.
Should you vote for him?
I disagree, but he's entitled to his view, and we can have a debate.
And they say honorable Ken
because of course, I mean, if we can speak about these matters, and that's the beauty of democracy. That your divergent views. And I was saying that I don't support him not because I have anything against him, but I think that as a political party, the best person able to lead into 2024 is Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Why? Ghana yen economy. Yes, we are in difficulty now. Nobody is going to run away from it. Wasn't there? Obia or your assessment, you have to situate it in context. That MPP were burning from 2017. MPP win re-election 2020. Why?
And they say,
of course, because we're doing the right things. Remember, wait. Maybe it's a rhetorical question. Why do you want to answer it for me? Let me answer my own question.
No, it is sad that every political party be about 8 years at the end of
Oh, Mr. Raoul, no, it's not automatic.
I know automatic there, but that has been the practice.
Well, coincidentally, but it's not. Okay, in fact, the over 500,000 votes that His Excellency the President won in a second term is the second highest, I believe, apart from 1992, that has ever happened in Ghana. So it tells you that the greater majority of Ghanaians supported what he was doing, and he was doing the right things. Economy was growing at astronomical, unprecedented rate, average 7% per year between 2017 and 2020. COVID year, pandemic, the president's response. Post that is where we are in economy no what touch makakra. And people will ask questions. That how relevant was 2020 to our economic performance? And if 2020 is as relevant as a bank can, then they will have to give the government the benefit of the doubt. Because when we won performance between the period that they won election and the COVID, clear. And see, the talk that His Excellency the Vice President has no footing to stand on in terms of the economy because of the issues that have happened to our economy post 2020. I disagree entirely. Because we have a track record. And who best, as between the two leading political parties, are able to resolve any economic problems as a country? Ghanaians know that it's only the MPP. Albeit the challenges, which we all recognize. Now, Obebisa, there, what steps Naban retake to take us out of the situation? So we are restructuring our debt. Because that's where we are. And how did the debt even arise? Obebisa. And we will provide the answers. That book. Recall that Yaba Benim, right? NDC Funankasa told us that Yako, down to the bone, there is nothing in the public coffers. McKay, yen first budget, Hon Andrw Egyapa, my very good friend, the former minority leader, all contribute to the 2017 budget debate. He used a phrase that stuck with me. Where is the fiscal space? Osande, 97.3% of all your tax revenue, only 3 items. wages and salaries of public sector workers, statutory payments, NHIS, get fund and all kakamui, and on interest on bosa yabo. Into reinvestment be in education, in health, in roads, in water, in sanitation, in BBI. You depend on a very minor quantum of non-tax revenue and debt. Right?
Yep.
So, Kenoforiata passed or promoted a bill which was passed by Parliament, the Capping and Realignment Act, to create space to fund free SHS, 1D, 1F government support, planting for food and jobs and all that. That led to the economic growth that we saw pre-COVID. So it's relevant. Okay. Now, yesterday a rebound after COVID, and then we had another issue that impacted the economy. And you can say that, oh, why the Ghana? Because thank you very much. You see, on your excuse is the fact that the Russian invasion of Ukraine led to increased cost of petroleum products across the world. That then triggered a global inflationary pressure across the world. Ghana is part of the world. So why do you think that will impact us? And we had foreign exchange difficulties. And so your exchange rate begins to tumble. ECO, a past revenue measures for Parliament. Mbronisi, or day by 31st December of a particular year. Parliament yente enti wo budget Parliament approve no. Also omo economy raises can be name fund. The international market will react. Your economy will be downgraded.
Right.
How is that by my fault? No, maybe it's a question. I'm not afraid. Also, the facts will speak for themselves and impact of COVID on Ghana as relative to other countries. Look, energy sector, you had the sum for 4 years. You know why? Now, Benin is going to petrol power implants. And if you care to know, I will show you the information. Abani Niska, and that be a new generation. In fact, there was excess generation between 2012 and 2016. By the soon, a kawa na what it's we go in the energy sector in excess of $2 billion. On the budget, but you have to pay. And so Abani Kobabosa by way of ESLA bonds. No be clear down. A cow. Say a corner rise to in excess of 1.6 billion. Guess what? 35% of them cost no is excess capacity for power we have never used. But you are contractually bound to pay. Who contracted all that? Garbage. Precisely. Mini problem. If you ain't recognize and acknowledge there, or your problem about only heritage, then you better say solutions.
Okay.
Back to the point there.
Dr. Baumiano.
I don't, there's no issue at all.
Okay, so back to Western Region Development, Honorable Ekan Wansem, and the entire or no few say delegates and delegates are more rich anymore, and Ghana in necessary or no Honorable Ken Namoto Abamano. One can say, Chrome Hanma, we are happy with the situation and as the development of the metropolis and Kasakra.
You see, it's a yes and no.
Okay. Yes, near then and no near then.
Wasn't there more the knowledge there? Ghana federal state.
It's in Nigeria.
Yes. Resources now generate all region no revenue now no ababa. I have that recognition. And Honorable Hon Andrw Egyapa has that recognition. In fact, Central Region is one of the poorest regions in Ghana, but he's the MP for Western Central Region.
So talking of
remember, I'm coming back. Sabutana move flow. Anyway, she's
Central Region, the Blue Sea was said, honorable constituency, no, and you're close to.
Oh, just the Western Region leaders.
It's okay, Central.
And also a leader in Central Region.
That's now the message.
That's neither here nor there. In any event, Asin Central. What is there really? But I don't. That's why I said that. I don't think that them other conversation or call. I said it right from the very beginning, because of the enormous respect that I have for him and the relationship that I have for him. And so let's deal with the issue.
Sure.
And so I have that recognition that yenye federal state, and yen revenue yenye inano from every part of Ghana. It all goes into one pot. And so government also the entire scope of needs. Now, by then we deploy resources to deal with it. And yes, there's room for more, but it's not as if Western Region has been abandoned. Road projects there are some that is happening in the region. I drove on some. Nina opens up the economy. Okay, other parts of Western Region, where a road to Takwa Road, Grand Quanta to Takrady. Grand Quanta to Takrady is going to be done. Yes, same as Sekondi, Matu Tasre residency. And I mentioned to you that we total revenue now 97. In fact, last year we spent in excess of our revenue on paying these 3 items. So there's a problem. And you know the constraints that we find ourselves in presently. And having that recognition, I cannot sit here and say that the leaders of Western Region are unconcerned. Because I know that under the leadership of the regional minister, mining expo. What was the intention? It's to promote investment in the region. Regional Minister Buka Wacho, tourism in Western Region. What is the intention? And as leaders know, that is the role that we can play. And the resources may have to come from the state, which is non-existent, or from the private sector. And you can only get private sector interest when you promote the region at events such as this. And so to draw a blanket conclusion, that's why I said that from where I sit, the statement unfortunate as it is, it's largely premised on the fact that no MP I know in the region support him.
But because
but that's a matter of fact.
No, what I mean to say is that
because otherwise you're going to draw parallels from his own region and Western Region to test the veracity of them statement now.
Okay, so what they can say yes and no. And yes now what can no.
That's why I said that there's room for more, and I've addressed both.
Room for more. No, yet me more. No, whilst I need cabinet representation, our current administration.
You see, politics and governance is what you put in. It's what you get out.
Garbage in.
and so there's even some assertion that Gofubi what you want to cow and so police station regional executives of more 100,000 and stuff like that. Oh
yes,
and stuff like that in the police station officers and so. But that's even untrue.
Moko 26 super delegates.
Catch out His Excellency Vice President one city in Pamba region.
Honorable Mercer.
I'm repeating it. His Excellency the Vice President one CD and Pamba Western region. Oh, I'm repeating Bima.
No,
and anybody can challenge me.
Okay.
Yes, young party internal contest. Yes, we facilitate some things. And nobody was paid 100,000 cedis. It's not true.
It be a Western region.
Must say, Nanya Western region Obaka Samnoa.
That's what I said.
Remember, he made the statement here.
Sure,
implying that some monies were brought into this region. I know for a fact that Ashanti region, His Excellency Vice President, facing the bank, all 5 northern regions, one CD, and I'm speaking to the ones that I know as a matter of fact.
It's allegations now.
I'm allegation. I'm talking facts. You're talking allegation.
No, what I'm
saying.
Osi honorable Dr. His Excellency Amasika and now more regional level no to say more members of parliament and more supportive vice no more na mutua sika na de ma delegate and as I say because mutu super delegate here that is same bebre
makachiro there not exclusive to MPP. I'm not going to pretend as ostrich.
Sure.
Young party politics it's unfortunate, but that's where we are. That there are facilitations, terminal transport, now allowance kakra to help people move from their communities to
centers of
Botuaba. It's done. But His Excellency the Vice President did not bring 1 CD to the regions that I've mentioned to you. I know it as a matter of fact.
I see.
It's for anybody to suggest the 100,000, and I'm saying this to tie in into the statement that I made that it's what you put in, that's what you get. In Sekondi regions, their contribution is not limited only to the resources in the regional, but the votes that they bring to the table and the financial resources that they, because the political party organization running elections are expensive.
Sure.
It is a regional, it's the whole contribution in that regard. It would translate into the kinds of appointments that you get.
If you know a basic question,
I don't have any difficulty at all. So these are the matters of fact.
Ministerial appointments to cry. You need substantive minister or just one pay and one honorable Kujo. Only honorable Duke Namu, your deputies. Yet you were many bits and we have the problem. You see, many origin won't in Ghana minister out to me.
His Excellency President Kufona Berdo. There were how many ministers?
Honorable Gladys Asma, Papa
Usankuma,
Honorable Jogat, no,
to something Attorney General. Yes, Joe Bedouin. So, no, it's a times and seasons. Ebia, His Excellency Dr. Baumia Oba, Western region, based on the contribution and the input that we've made relative to other regions, may have more. I can't tell. But like I said, it's what you put on the table.
All right.
And that's why some of us are urging our people that day. It's not about, and look, let me tell you, governance here. President Otukona, only deputy minister be alongo. And the chile be a minister in your now activity no okay, you know, or who direct ministry or related. Now I could in the absence of the minister, a deputy minister should accompany him. In his quiet moments, after he's done all his engagements in the course of the day, he will have a cup of coffee or share a drink with you. President Ononoza. But at least he will drink some juice. He will have conversation because he needs to unwind. Until that cry, 24 hours. Upon Okujuma by 8 a.m. he closes 1, 2 every day. Utukwan Obodugana, he is back on his feet working. Okay. Those are the times that you are able to advocate and articulate for things for your region and your constituency.
Yeah, time me ya.
Time me.
Obi question Odiaba or say ask Honorable Mercer about the university he promised the good people of Sekondi. How far now? Obi question Odiaba and an honorable.
You see, the position of government was that free senior high school, which then meant that entry into universities may increase, and so there will be the need for more universities. And see, I indicated that look, secondly, great pools are fair prayer and all those places. Economic activity has been generated. University is one of such growth pools. And see, obviously, any university cannot be funded from my own pocket. I can only advocate and lobby government to see Sekondi as one of the places that such policy interventions should be injected. And see, and I set up a team to begin work on it. And I had a conversation with the then Energy Minister, Opoku Prempeh. And the clear thinking of government then was that the focus is on STEM. And so technical training centers post SHS was what government attention is based on. And if I recall, in 2020 elections, this issue came up. And I explained. But we didn't rest. Osande, I still believe that if we are able to attract some anchor institutions into Sekondi, it will help in stimulating economic activity or create employment. So we advanced the course for the setting up of this Sekondi Efian Kwanta Teaching Hospital, which that's what train medical personnel. Medical personnel, no invest no train or. So there's no deviation, and we are working for Efian Kwanta to be upgraded into a medical university that then trains medical personnel for health facilities across the country. So if say Obi, and you see, may take me time to go through this because I've heard a lot of talk.
Obi cross send a message. I said we explained this particular issue. Now it's what we need down. But because I want people to understand. Okay.
That say yeko elections and that will be to know who's what they about contest election. And some yakanu nano on your boss remakon. Or when you saw the what you perceive to help in advancing the cause of the community. It's not far-fetched. I'm not afraid of being held accountable. I'm saying that it is made to look as if to say that, oh, so you would work to get Sekondi University means that I will not do the scared here. How am I going to pay for it? Because that's the point that I'm making, that you can only advocate that, look, in the policy of government to roll out educational institutions in Ghana, my constituency, I think such facility should be put there. Then the issue will be examined and then a decision taken. And so I'm saying that that conversation took place and it became obvious. In fact, I came here, my brother Pamford. Meaning noni Dr. Prempe Yetsna Capital View Hotel reception. And I also say, I'll bring one of the technical training institutions into Sekondi.
And they say,
where's the land?
Outside Sekondi.
Thank you. But you see, one part the constituents, residents, no. Because of the nature of your constituency demarcation, no. Anything that comes to Sekondi Takrade, even Escado, Keten, Uchaban, Saukra and Cafe, whatever constituency, no. It's not, there's no scoring. But that's the reality. They forget.
No,
remember, and I'm saying that. So a decision was taken that we're going to take it to Shama. Pamford said, oh, they may have plenty land. But in the decision to upgrade Efian Kwanta to a teaching hospital, there lies an opportunity to achieve that same objective.
But yes, investing now one considers as
you see, McKetcher, they will put a team together. In fact, now my good friend, now MP for Christminton, was part of the team. Dr. Ama.
I see.
That look, and I have actually the documents on proposal. What we're thinking of was that, look, can we do a multi-campus based university? Okay, but that in itself has to feed into government policy. And if government policy is to do technical training centers across the country, you said that, oh, because you said that, so by all means get it done.
Sana any constituency in the honorable.
Oh, no,
that's how
but you see, remember, and so it's come up, and I don't have any difficulty. So the reasonableness is what?
And
the legitimate expectation is what? No, but it's important. Naomi.
Sure.
Because your duty is to inform and educate. And see, so your sense of development of how your community can grow, you cannot articulate it.
Oh, why not?
And so if you do it, then it becomes a duty to get it done. Is that the question?
Honorable, questions ne manfo no asama wo koka yeti Honorable Mercer.
O de chama mo answer.
One say questions are we could be there but say or say you should Honorable should demolish old houses and na wo hono ne emfanya za university.
I agree.
You agree?
At what cost? And who's going to pay for it? You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Government has to pay for it if it's consistent with government policy. And so if that doesn't materialize, is that the only thing that can happen that will transform or bring economic activity into the constituency?
Sekondi Takrade deserves a demonstration at Basunyame Adma 27th. Obe represent live and as I say.
Unfortunately, even I was here, but even if I was here, I would not be part of the demonstration.
Why?
We need convenience in the
okay.
And I said to them that, you see, the fact that Sekondi Takrade Western region deserves better should be situated in its proper context.
And proper context
proper context is what that Sikebi Kutubi the baby in a Western region and so you are going on to demonstrate or what?
Andrw Egyapa,
rather let's engage.
Okay.
And
engagement, you almost
no, but maybe because you see, you can engage that. Look, this is what we think. How can we work together to achieve it?
All right.
Because the leadership needs collaboration of everybody.
All right.
I don't have all the solutions in my head.
Sure.
But maybe somebody has an idea.
Okay.
That he can put across the
engagement.
It's a demonstration. But we have a leader. We have the representative of the president in the region.
And so Kwekuma for a
is the region minister. Premier Gawu. Yaka saka. You see, Naomi, it comes back to the question.
Bye-bye.
Marty,
next time I have brand.
Masre, Mufa Kunye Dona MPP polling station executives, coordinators, constituency executives are voting hen. Ome na yemfa adwunukro. Na yemfa His Excellency the Vice President Nichi.
See, there's a moko out.
Usande party yepe power na yetum eza juma magana wa konenyim. Yem party so has been touted as a can party. And if we have somebody from a minority bloc, then I can funampono minority home, ahantafo, wasafo, nzemafo, na a minority. And if the suggestion is there, regardless of whom wasn't bobo, if a minority blocker, and to lead the MPP, what they are telling us is there, and Antafuna, wasafuna, nzemafo, and bongo the leadership or MPP. And I don't think that that's what the MPP represents. MPP is an inclusive party cut across the length and breadth of Ghana, and we have a glorious opportunity to kill the NDC propaganda in electing a competent, dedicated person who is sacrificed enormously for the party to lead us into demonstrating to Ghanaians that we have what it takes for everybody who is a Ghanaian, a role in our party to lead to bring the aid.
Lawyer Andrw Egyapa Mercer, bye-bye. Nti appointed the management in very but then Kaisa Pro Maxido Ghana Limited for Yam Vita Infancy and Roberto Biako Fiamma Bofrana BD Shell products papa I have to be for good card. Yeah, appointed Bobo. Some Bobo a celeb in any be trap pictures photo shoot time. Made Naomi a free Thursday morning breakfast to the dear bro. Now maybe watch na be rapid this week in which made in app. Yenshia etna anapa Ken for be original mutual sending message say almost so person mu feature bobo nsem no be kan no e bi anyo maso mu de obonoma up next on your radio with a account news at 10.